I actually find it quite therapeutic working with wires. Some people, yes, some people absolutely hate it. I actually enjoy doing those things, you know, late nights in the garage, just you and your soldering iron. Guys, welcome back to this quick update. It's Saturday. You're probably seeing it on Sunday because I like to do those. One take, me talking for 10 minutes, you guys listen, and then you know what's going on. So, you've probably seen the previous videos where me and Eden were working on the engine. So those side of things are all done. And the very next, very important bit is to make it all running. How do you make it running, Rusky? You're probably asking. Well, as you know, we are heavily supported by Haltech, race-winning brands and Haltech. And previous version, previous season, this car had the full attire of Haltech goodies. We had Elite 1500 ECU, we had 2 PDMs, we had wideband controller, we have tire temperature monitoring system, we have the expansion hub for the EGTs, we have 2 different sets of keypads, we have a GPS unit, we have a wonderful IC7 dash, we have a bunch of Haltech dual sensors, we have obviously 2 CAN expansion slots so you can extend your CAN bus, obviously numerous cables, wiring, you name it, there's a reason why it has a massive Haltech logo on it, because we're building it together with Haltech. Without Haltech it would not have been possible. I was very happy with the 1500. It worked absolutely flawlessly as far as an ECU concerned. But some of you probably know I am building a ladder. So I've been kind of blessed with an opportunity to put the latest and the best into the ladder, which is this wonderful and most amazing Nexus R5. This is the flagman of the Haltech family. This thing is just crazy. Not only this is basically 12-channel PDM, it's also a really high-end ECU with Wi-Fi. Get this, I think it has injectors, so we have 18 injectors we can run. We have ignition, 12 ignition, yeah, we have 12 ignition coils, so yeah, it would run W12 or whatever 12 with multiple things. It has, you know, basically pages and pages of things, you know, on board wideband, 2 wideband controllers, 3 CAN outputs, obviously Wi-Fi, latest NSP software that you can control it through the phone and all of that jazz. It's just absolutely amazing. And because this season, this time, I'm running paddle shift control, yeah, by Kutuk. Yes, 1500 would have run it, but R5 is just the ultimate. And because the ladder is... I need to finish this car. We need it for time attack, because the ladder is not gonna get built this year, most likely. I'll probably start, but I figured nothing is stopping me fitting this top-of-the-line ECU into the Clear for the time being, because all I have to do, really, when it comes to be building the ladder, it's 4 bolts, you undo this, undo 4 plugs, and you just basically put it in there. So in essence, I'll have one ECU jumping between cars, because realistically, I'll never drive 2 cars at the same time. And then you never know, maybe within time, they'll send me another one. But even if I had to do this, literally, this is how you do it, you know, this is negative, this is your positive, taken off, and then you take 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs, and then you take 4 bolts. Easy. As easy as that. So anyways, I guess that is just a justification. Why are you fitting this to this? Anyways, I have to repin it. I'm not wiring it from scratch. I thought to myself, you know what? Is it a good idea? Do I want to do it again? Because I actually enjoyed wiring it last time. It was quite something, but it took me almost 3 weeks, on and off, because you just go mental. I had a proper pegboard and everything. And by the way, link will be in the description. Go and have a look how I wired the previous, not the previous car, the previous iteration of Novichok, because this is Novi 2.4. But because we're changing all of this is Novi 2.4.1. I know, weird, it just don't ask. Anyways, go have a look at that video. Wonderful, lots of really good tips in there, and I did everything from scratch using the universal harness, which everything is color coded and absolute bollocks. And the best thing, I don't know if other ECUs do it, but the best thing is you can literally pre-assign everything in the ECU to your things, and then you print. And I actually have this in front of me. It literally give you the color code where and what goes from where. You literally just run, cut, plug in. Easy as that. So I decided to basically just repin, because obviously the maps are transferable and everything. So in here I had a 1500 and a PDM. So I removed both of those, and what you're seeing right now, this is basically 3 heavy nights of work. It's in essence, it's all done. So we have the majority of the ECU on these 2 plugs, and then on this plug, and then there is another plug over there, which, it's here. That one, that's basically from the PDM. And the biggest complication is because there used to be 2 different systems. This system is a single one, it has its own ground. I have to reroute all of the grounds because it's slightly different on the R5 than the 1500. And all of the 12 volt powers to different components, because obviously before it was spread between 2 of them, now it's all combined. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm basically right now I am extending grounds to the plugs that I need. So I need 5 to this plug, I need 2 to this plug, 1 actually comes out of this one on this plug, this one only single grounds, because this one goes for all the SPA and DPOs and all of that. And yeah, it's quite a simple job. All you really do is just basically extend the wires and run them kind of as neatly as possible. And some of you, if you're watching it from the beginning, you've probably seen what you've been doing. Why are you using this? I swear by those. Okay, I agree. They're probably not what you would use on a Boeing 747 or space shuttle, because apparently with vibrations something happens, and something happens. I've been using them ever since I built the very first Clio, which is 6 years now. I built this first one 3 years ago with this. They all look brand new. Not once ever have I had a problem with them. So I have no reason to not trust this. I don't buy the cheapest eBay final. I actually found a supplier on Amazon. Yeah, okay, it probably comes from the same place, but they're a little bit more expensive. And to be fair, I did buy the cheap eBays just to compare and to those. And I don't have the cheap eBay ones, but the solder on the inside looks a little bit different, and it's actually a little bit more fluid. I'm trying to sell it to you. You want it? Link in the description. Why not? And it's just super nice. And they seal on both ends, and you can have 2 cables on this side, 1 cable on that side, and it just works. It just works. So for all of you haters who say, we don't do it like this, well, I do, and I stand by it because it worked for me in the past, and I'm gonna carry on doing it. I've been chatting for 10 minutes to you just now. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I really like those one-take updates. Gives me the chance to sort of talk for a bit, because it can be quite lonely sitting here in the garage by yourself. Anyways, 5 weeks. No, not 5 weeks. 4.5 weeks or something like that left until God wills. It's nearly April. Less than that. Yeah, about 5 weeks. Will this car be ready? I think so. All the mechanical bits are done. I hope this weekend I will be at the position with this ECU where I can actually add all of the extra bits that I need for the paddle shift and a few other extra sensors that I want. And I already transferred them up onto the thing, and there's a very high likelihood that I would be able to start it again, or even crank it and see if it turns over. always a nerve-wracking experience. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's enough of me chit-chatting. You know what I'm doing. The car is almost done, 5 weeks to go. Thank you, Haltech, one more time for this opportunity. Without you, it would be not possible. You know, the running standard car with a piggy bag, ECUs, low boost, turbo, and be happy. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.